Yeah. Probably put set myself to push to talk. No, not push to talk, the other thing. Testing, testing. Is this on? Guys?
It is on.
What? Sure.
Excellent. Excellent. Marvelous. So, oh my god.
Pew, 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 pew,
Oh,
pew, pew.
Does anyone see a pattern here?
Don't do that, DLC. You'll crash the stream.
Does anyone see a pattern here? Every week, I'm just prepared than a week before.
We're not actually gonna even do anything today. We're just gonna stand around.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we did all the work yesterday during the podcast, right? Why even bother doing anything today? Okay, so how are you? How are you fine?
All of our work.
Why
Did you forget to show up?
It's called teamwork for a reason, okay?
I am doing good, Manny. Are you enjoying Star Wars Battlefront?
Oh, don't even get me started. Are we gonna fill the next 3 hours with talking about how bad Star Wars Battlefront actually is?
It's not so bad. You're just bad at it.
You die of, I don't know, leprosy.
Oh.
Okay,
Can't get all the way out
Yeah,
of
that's
that. I
pretty
hate
bad.
this chair.
He's pretty much halfway there already.
No, just a quarter.
Well, your arm is about to fall off, man.
That's fine.
Ooh.
Get a new one. Get a robot arm.
Ooh, but
And what will be the name
Yeah,
of
like
that
a
arm?
dwarven robotic arm or something. I don't know.
There you go.
Listen.
I like this.
We're just
you're
gonna
gonna name
draw
the
an
arm
arm
Navi?
on a burlap sack and then like nail it to your stump.
It says arm, and it's just RM.
And that's how Hector spells it.
Because I can't spell. It's arm.
It's an arm.
I got a new
Why
arm,
do we
guys.
do this? Why am I even here? Okay.
Because
All I know is
torture.
I'm picturing like pin the tail on the donkey is pin the tail on the Hector.
And the A arm on the Hector.
Pin the A arm on the Hector.
Yeah.
So, what have
Yeah.
you fine people been up to all week long? I heard there was a podcast. Would anyone like to tell me more about this podcast?
Yeah,
No,
somebody
we're
tell
good.
me too. I have no idea.
Who we're talking?
Team Dysfunctional Shenanigans started their first pushes into the waters of podcasting yesterday. We actually got a few of us together to talk about everything streaming and gaming related. Some things not gaming related. The name of the podcast is called Instructions Unclear. It is going to be a weekly podcast that we are going to stream on Twitch, upload to YouTube, and eventually have on iTunes.
Yep, and it is going to be on the, yep, that right there. Which doesn't, oh, it did work, it just doesn't show up in the chat. It's TDS Gaming TV. So it's twitch.tv/TDS Gaming TV.
What they said.
I was there.
I too was there.
It was quite entertaining.
So, are we gonna do this next
It was
week
fun.
again, the whole podcast thing? Because people might
Absolutely,
actually want to check it out.
This coming Saturday, we're going to be doing another podcast with a rotating crew. Not really sure who's going to be there just yet. And then next week, before Christmas and New Year starts, we're going to do a special year in review podcast. So look forward to that.
Just retweeted someone. And it probably showed on the stream. I'm such a bad host. I'm sorry. This
Hold
needs
on,
to
wait.
happen.
Yeah, yep, that's what happened.
I'm fine with it.
Post-
It's just like
Post-production
Twitter.
will be fine.
It's fine. Most of it was in German.
Yeah, just pretend it didn't happen. Okay, guys, I'm ready.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm
I'm
ready.
actually here. I'm just trimming somebody's toenails while she's sleeping in that. We have Pip Girl, of course.
You let
Passed
MissNerdyMe go. Oh.
Took like half a bottle of ether to get her down, but
No, I know I
Like
asked, you,
chloroform to you?
I asked you 10 minutes ago what we did. Oh god. Can I just not drop unconscious for 1 minute, please?
I will not make any promises, sir.
Try, please. Oh, I asked you 10 minutes ago, but it was off stream. Maybe just for the audience who might not know what happened last time. Would anyone like to recapture the moment of what you did, because, some people might have forgotten. Some people like me, for instance.
The
moment
resident
went
storyteller.
more like, we're gonna die!
We started last time somewhere near the thing, where stuff happened.
I remember what happened. So we somehow made it out of the explodey arena into a field where we were attacked by ghouls. And I almost died. And instead of
Just
coming
a
up with something
little.
reasonable, I decided that I would risk my right arm to return to life. And it also turns out that nobody else knows this yet. So that's going to be fun.
Speaking
No
of which,
metagame.
you probably have a little pain in your right arm today.
Probably. But then we saw that the city was on fire in the distance, and we went looking, and we ran across other barbarians who say that they know me, but you don't know me. And then also, I got in a fight with them, and everybody else tried to get into a fight too, when they probably shouldn't have, because I totally could have knocked that guy out, but whatever.
Totally. Absolutely.
Look,
There's no question about
You
it.
were busy taking on one guy, and we didn't want you to take on all 10 guys by yourself again while you were naked.
But I can handle it. Listen, I took on all 10 guys
Look,
last
we're,
time.
we're not doubting your abilities. We just, wanted to
Doubted
make
that
you
you
feel
could,
like
you know,
you're...
You
Well, I
have the
don't know.
ability to
Member of the
He
team.
looked like he was down on the ground, defeated by his opponent he was going against.
He was crying a little bit.
I was breathing.
There's that whole arm situation.
I was just taking a break.
And he was just crying of tears of joy, because, it was such a
It
long
was-
time since he had a worthwhile opponent.
It was just a nap. I was just
It was
taking a nap.
Battle of Bros.
So it was just a sleep.
When I fight people, they get tired, and then they take a nap.
It is true. Okay. And
And
then...
then and then he gave us the name of a guy who I don't remember.
You don't remember?
You didn't write
We-
that down?
We probably should have written that down.
Did anyone write it down? I did. For once.
Great, Manny. What was the name of that guy?
Who remembers
Wait,
the name
Manny
of the guy?
prepared?
No, that was taking notes. That's completely different from preparing.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I remember the guy I was beating up. His name was Fuselage,
Yep.
because that was the first thing that came to my mind.
And
Fuselage, that's right.
and the name of the warlord?
Stannis
Was-
Baratheon.
Nope. But close enough.
Heir of the throne.
Okay. Why? Hang on. This is not working for me.
So what I understand, Manny, is that you also don't know what the name of the guy is.
No, I wrote it down. I wrote it down. I'm just confused why my microphone is doing weird stuff. It's not even trying to capture things. Microphone, please. Just gonna be cool once. We're gonna do this dance every day, aren't we? Oh well, I tried. Good. The name of the guy was... I'm gonna paste it over here. Whoop.
That's Carrick the Crusher.
Exactly.
That's right. That's his name.
Oh,
I had that
now
written
you
down
do
too.
remember, of course.
Yeah, I had it
Okay.
written down too.
So where did we leave the session last time? I think we were just... What were we doing again?
I think we were still outside the
Fuselage
burning
ran
city.
off like a little bitch, and we were going to rest up, try to get to Guinness, where we think the fire is coming from. Merigold has not gotten back to us as of the fight.
Yeah, I missed the fight. I was trying to fly to Guinness to see what was happening, to scout ahead. I apparently missed all the barbarians on the way.
Okay. Let's start
Way
with
to go,
this one.
Scout.
Terrible scouting.
Ah!
Well, okay. So, let's start with MissNerdyMe. With Merigold, to be precise.
Yeah, we were like there, right?
Again? Because I didn't
Sure.
watch. I'm sorry.
Like, oh shit. Like here-ish.
Well, closer to the water.
I think here, just about here.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hang on, I'm gonna do the thing.
I thought that didn't we go by the bridge?
No. We were making a mad dash for Guinness. We were going to try to ride the hippo across.
Yes,
Gotcha.
if we only had a hippo now. That would have been so great. Alright. Merigold. You fly over green grass and trees and things and nature and stuff. I should have really prepared more. And you close in on the city. You will see that some parts of it are indeed on fire. Oh my gosh. And you see there's a lot of people in armor and some such running around left and right. Sort of looks like a little, slightly confusing war zone down there. Do you look for anything in particular?
Are there, like, can I tell, like, is there still a battle going on, or is it like the end of a battle or something like
It
that?
doesn't really look like a battle to you. It looks like tiny little, almost armed brawls, sort of. More like what you expect during a state of unrest, not warfare.
So a riot.
Possibly.
Is the actual city, like, or is it on fire?
Parts of it are on fire, yes. Not all of it, just parts of it. And it seems like the verse is already over because it doesn't look as bad now that you're actually here, compared to what you saw, I don't know, last night. When you flew off to check it out.
When we were ignoring it wholeheartedly.
You were just
Alright.
sleeping a little bit. Okay. Would you like to do anything, or would you like to return?
I'll probably return to them. Keeping an eye out for, I guess, barbarians or aggressors on the way.
Okay. Now, the rest
Just
of
in
you.
case there's another party.
The rest of you. Also, hi, Mega Greg. The rest of you, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna camp and level up, or just gonna head straight for the city?
Well, we need to make sure that Merigold can find us whenever she gets back with whatever news. So let's go ahead. Let's rest up. Because Hector, you're not looking too well right there, sir.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
I'm over here.
Oh my god. Do it, Dash.
So yeah, let's find a clearing, rest up, wait for Merigold to get back with us with information.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. How would you like to do the whole camp situation? How would you like to... who would like to do guard duty? Who would like to do anything special? Would anyone like to do anything special, or just gonna chill for 8 or so hours?
I'll do guard duty. Actual first watch.
I'll do second watch.
I'll take third watch then.
I'm just gonna rest.
Okay. So that's 3 watches. 8 hours. This is gonna be fun. Math! So each watch is about 2 hours and... Math.
20 minutes.
40
2 hours,
20
20 minutes.
40-ish minutes long. Does that sound right? Probably not.
Or 2.5 hours each. We'll just call it that. Just go.
Okay, go. Now, everyone heals the half of his or her current maximum hit points. And Hector! You mentioned something about leveling up.
I did. Hold on.
Would you
I
like
need
to do that now?
Yes, I need to restore my hit points though. I actually think that takes me to full. I was supposed to be at half of what my total is.
Yeah. Mhm.
You restore half of what your total is, right?
Yeah.
Half of my total would be like 11 and a half. Is it round up?
Possibly. I guess so, yeah. I didn't actually check.
All right, I'm at full then. However, yes, I would like to level up. So I should probably have prepared and pulled the document. Get that
Yep.
real quick.
I've got it right here.
Get that real quick. I got it. Yes. Right one.
Someone
not
voted
the
that
right
Hector
one.
should do the Macarena dance for 8 hours. I would agree.
Flynn is alone with the grimoire.
Forgot to host
Stab it!
Cam again.
Wait! I backstab it!
Good call.
You can't
Here we go. Okay,
backstab
here
it.
we
You
go.
can't sneak attack an inanimate object.
Why not? It's prone.
It doesn't have a discernible anatomy.
It's got a spine, doesn't it?
Beep-a-dee-beep-a-dee-beep-a-dee-beep.
Thanks for the host, North. Okay. Do you see the sheet in front of you? Can you then help with reading it?
No, I'm just trying to figure out what I want.
Okay. So as far as I remember, you've already got what is best in life?
Yes. I'm thinking I'm going to take Appetite for Destruction, which allows me to take a move from Fighter, Bard, or Thief class lists.
True. I guess it's
so-
gonna take a little while, won't it? Because, you know, if you're gonna have to check all the other 3 character sheets now.
Yeah, you guys do your thing.
Okay.
I'll figure it out briefly.
Okay. So while everyone is resting, hang on, let me just do rolls first.
Actually, let me ask you one question real quick.
Yep.
When it says take a move from their list, is it any move at all, or is it moves from 2 to 10, or is it basic moves?
Depends on the wording. Hang on. Whoop.
It says take a move.
Yes, you take any move, which can be either a move that is you're level 3, right? If
Yes.
you're level 3, any move that is allowed if you're level 3 or lower,
2 to 10. Okay.
or any of the
Gotcha.
starting moves.
Okay.
Yes, Jenna, we have faces. Also, hi, Jenna. I'm drinking this time.
Oh, Jenna.
I have sweet tea, but I could put Fireball in it.
I could grab gin.
The donate link is actually twitchalerts.com/ Go ahead and get that gin, Manny.
Oh no, it is like the worst gin in the history of terrible gin. I've tried it. It doesn't work at all.
All of
Oh
that.
my god, yesterday... Sorry that I digress. Yesterday I had the most amazing gin in the history of amazing gin. It was 30 years old and it tasted like... Mwah. Just
The
saying.
best Christmas tree you've ever had.
I said it was gin, not a tree. What? I'm
It tastes
confused.
like Christmas trees to me. I'm not making that up.
Okay. Sure. In the meantime, the watch is... Shit, I wanted to roll. Why did it not roll? Oh, because I'm stupid. Surprisingly uneventful. You might even find a little game, you know, just while you're, you know, watching for breakfast. You find what would be suitable for this area. Would anyone like to have squirrels for breakfast?
Why not?
Okay.
I hear they taste like chicken.
Everything tastes like chicken.
What
Exactly.
if chicken actually tastes like everything else?
I
Wow.
was gonna say, if everything tastes like chicken, what does chicken taste like?
Chickception.
Good point. Anyway, you will find ample supplies for the night. For breakfast. And awake in the morning. And Hector 8, your arm hurts. You know which one.
My arm.
He also looks a little less colorful than usual.
Does he look more clothed?
I was gonna say, is he just like pale all over?
It's just his arm.
Hector, you okay there, big guy?
Fine. I'm fine.
Okay. You
Fine.
look kind of crappy from that whole like almost dying situation.
I'm fine.
All
How
right.
long does it take for gangrene to start becoming visible on a dead limb?
Not dead. It just
You're
hurts
the
a lot.
ex-medical person, shouldn't you know?
I didn't deal with gangrene and frostbite, but it's totally different.
It might not be, you know, a normal injury. It might be of magical cause.
My big thing is it going to be visible to us, is what I'm trying to get at.
The arm looks slightly discolored. Could be anything.
just
I
go
got my move, by the way.
Oh, do you? Do tell me more.
Yes, it is merciless.
Okay, Jenny.
It's from the
Genesis.
fighter list. When you deal damage, deal plus 1d4 damage.
I did a stupid.
Aha, you
Merciless
took the move
fighter.
that I last took.
That's page 17 here. Boop. Deal 1d4 damage. Okay. That's good.
I like that.
Just let me check if this actually works with your character sheet. Damage d10 plus d4. I'm gonna see what happens.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was just a really shitty roll.
You're welcome. I'm taking your shitty rolls, you know, out of the pool.
Okay, I was just making
Okay.
sure it works when I click on it too.
Okay. Do you also want to click on it? Just to see
I
if
did.
it works.
I did, and it did.
Okay,
Cool.
good. That's the wrong music.
I was gonna say, so has Merigold gotten back to the team yet?
Yes. Let's take this one. Merigold, you arrived back at the team.
Yay.
After spotting him from afar with your hawk eyes, eagle eyes,
X-ray vision?
Pretty much,
laser
yes.
eyes, GPS tracker.
Those are all common in the River Delta.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. The River Delta has everything.
Okay. See. Merigold, you arrive in your earthly form at the camp. See everyone having breakfast, they're eating squirrels or some such. It looks delicious. Well, maybe not to you, I don't know how druids stand in the whole squirrel eating thing, but it would be delicious to most people.
And it would also be delicious to a hawk.
This is true.
True.
If she eats something in hawk form, and then changes back into human form, does the food actually still make her full, or she could eat like a lot less in hawk form?
And the question you should be asking is if she eats, I don't know, 2 or 3 cheeseburgers or something of equivalent size and then transforms into a tiny rat, would she explode?
It might be gassy.
Let's hope we don't find out.
Yeah.
There is only one way to find out.
Oh, what if she transforms into a rat that's lactose intolerant?
Oh
my.
god.
Okay, you
Better
arrive
than
back at the
an
camp.
elephant.
And everything
Merigold,
is...
what news do you have? I mean, what's going on? What's the smoke? What did
So
you find
parts
out?
of Guinness are on fire. There's a lot of guys in armor running around down there, but I didn't actually see an attacking army or anything like that. But it's pretty chaotic down there right now.
Okay, we should really get back there as fast as we can, but it's good to know that the town is not under attack.
Yeah, and hopefully there's a doctor in the town that could check on Hector and his arm. Getting rather concerned about that.
My arm is fine.
Not by the color of the skin there, it's not.
Just
We're not
sore.
talking about the left arm, we're talking about the right arm.
I'm just sore. It's fine.
Okay, so you all casually enjoy breakfast.
Yes.
Your tummies get filled with squirrel meat and whatever you still have in your dungeon rations. Or in Marigold's case, whatever she finds lying around on the floor.
Worms.
All right,
Just-
when
just
everybody's
arms.
when everybody's ready, let's go ahead. Let's break camp as fast as we can and try to get back to Guinness.
Right.
Okay. The break camp. It is. Judging from the audio I picked, stormy and raining. How would you like to cross the river? Is the very first question I have to ask.
Guys?
Well, how deep is the river?
We've had this question
I-
before.
Bring everybody across as my hippo.
I believe DLC wasn't part of the group when we first had that question.
I don't know that.
Good point. You never actually went through the river, did you?
No,
Nope.
I think the
Oh, we
last
took the
time I
bridge.
We
suggested
took the
chalking
bridge.
the hippo and trying to ford the river, but no one was up for that.
Oh, this is
I'm
gonna be fun.
interested. I'm immediately interested.
Ah, this is gonna be fun! Okay. So I would like to shift into hippo form and take people across the river. I think the last time
By your
we...
evil grin, my vote is no.
Oh, please, by all means, do. I think the last time we established that the river was indeed not very shallow and has a certain current to it.
Thankfully, I've got 50 foot of rope on me.
While we do have the forest area that we were close to, is there a way that we could possibly build a makeshift raft?
Does anyone of you know how to actually build a raft?
I know how to
Maybe?
do one thing. I'm gonna take I'm gonna take my 50 foot of rope. I'm gonna take one end, tie it around a tree, and then I'm going to hand Merigold the other end and tell her to go across the river and tie it to another tree, so that we can use the rope to get across the river.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of, hanging on to ropes to me. It sounds like fun. Like there might be many roles involved.
That doesn't sound like a defying danger thing at all. We do it on a daily basis.
Yeah, sure. Especially
All
people
right.
whose arm hurt.
I'm fine. I'll be fine.
Well, I mean,
Everything-
we could always have Hector throw people across the river.
Well, I could always go in hippo form under the rope and help support you guys in the rope.
That's what
thing.
I'm thinking. Is
There you go.
Hippo holding onto the rope, and we, go across.
How exactly does the hippo hold onto the rope?
Not the hippo holding onto the rope. I'm saying we're on the hippo,
Very
Carefully.
carefully.
and then everybody's holding onto the rope as we go across on the hippo.
I just got an image
just
of
fling myself
Hector
over that
tossing Kazmin and like skipping stones in a river.
Make sure you have your shield like this.
Yes.
He grabs you by the ankles and just chucks you.
Skip,
So I guess I'll find a nice sturdy tree on the other side of the river to put the other end of the rope.
There you go.
Okay. Good point. Okay, so you have...
And then I will assist other people trying to get across.
What kind of rope is it?
Generic rope we got from the adventurer's pack.
Yes.
Oh, generic ropes. Sounds dangerous. Someone might fall into the water. Continue. Who would like to go first?
Hey, why would somebody give me generic rope that is dangerous? I mean, they're putting this in adventurers' backpacks. If this is dangerous rope, I want my use of my adventurer's gear back. No.
Right.
You got the off-brand adventurer's kit.
This subpar
I
rope?
think halflings go first.
Yeah, Brooklyn, you seem like the lightest out of all of us. Yeah, I would say you go ahead and try.
Don't we have 2 halflings?
Yeah, that's me too, but I'm agreeing that you could go first.
Oh, I was gonna say that we should go together and lessen our trips.
Makes sense to me.
That's true, yeah. I guess we could do that.
I mean, so
Well,
Right.
this rain is not letting up, so let's go ahead.
Let's
Let's get
go.
across this river quick.
Yup.
Okay, please describe to me how you get across. Using...
I'm acting as a raft.
Okay, so you're basically standing in the not very shallow water with a certain current to it.
I was gonna say,
Swimming.
can I lash
Swimming.
one small rope around the hippo just to give us something to hold on to? If she's okay with this.
Okay, let's try to paint me a picture. You've got a rope from one end to the other, tied to trees, right?
Yes.
There's a river in the middle with a hippo. You are standing on a hippo, riding a hippo, holding with the
I
hippo.
am sitting my butt down on the hippo and holding on to the rope that I have lashed around her, and I am not letting go of my hippo. I know my hippo will get me through this. You're the
So you're
rope
holding
the
on
So I
to
guess
the-
she's
I'm
riding the
going with
hippo, while the rest of us are trying to climb the rope. Or go across the rope.
Oh, I was picturing
Okay.
you guys were standing on the hippo and holding onto the rope.
Now I'm
Exactly.
confused because I think
too.
each of you has a very different picture of how you're crossing this river.
Well, do we all have to cross the same way?
But my call.
I'll do whatever you guys tell me to.
The way they're trying is absolutely humorous to me.
If you want to lash a rope around me and hang on that way, that's fine.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
maybe
you got-
that's the way to get the rope on the other end first. Maybe Brooklyn was already riding Merigold across to tie the rope up.
Oh, we don't have to go and change things or whatever. I mean, y'all can still hold on to the rope while you ride the hippo. That's fine. I just thinking, halfling...
I think we gotta wait for the rope to get taut first before we could even try that.
Now I have
I'm
more
just gonna ride
questions.
the hippo. Can you just take me across the river? This is like the fox and the chicken and the
This is a whole bunch
the
of...
boat.
Yeah, just...
This is
I'm
all
just
this
holding
is.
onto my hippo. We're going.
Just
I tried-
let's go
I have-
one at a time across the river.
I have
Okay.
faith in the hippo.
I will swim across the river with the halfling on my back, in theory.
In theory. Okay. Okay. Now, would any of you who are currently crossing the river like to defy the danger of drowning? Or at least, falling over into the water, not drowning. Yet.
Sure.
The way this code work is Merigold. Since you're basically the one doing most of the work, I think that the fire danger would fall into your particular realm.
Sorry, guys.
However, I should also point out whoever's riding the hippo can aid or interfere.
I'm riding the hippo. I'm aiding and interfering.
Okay. Aiding and interfering at the same time?
Well,
Depends on
His
how
help.
his rolls
His
are.
help.
His
Not
help
a
isn't
roll
much
goes.
help. I mean, it's really not.
Depends on the roll.
Okay. You know how to roll, right?
It says roll plus bond. I don't think we have another bond.
Don't you?
Merigold, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we need to make another one.
Well,
I think I resolved mine.
let me...
So just to 10.
That is the wrong one. Okay. Wait, you already rolled? I'm confused.
Not yet, no.
Okay.
So what do you want me to roll to defy danger? Strength or endurance? Or constitution, I mean.
It all depends on how you want to try to avoid the danger, right?
Mostly yes, but I think the number of options you have to avoid getting carried away by the water is very limited. But yeah, it's mostly your call. If you find an ingenious way to cross the river, by all means, do tell me all about it and I will tell you what to roll.
I'm going to swim. In hippo form.
And you will just stubbornly swim across the river, come hell or high water. Mostly high water in this case. They're basically trying to endure. Is that what I'm gathering from this?
Endure or power through.
Okay, this sounds like enduring to me. That it would be
Okay.
Constitution, which is probably a high stat.
It is not.
It is not?
It is not a high stat for me, so sorry, guys.
Let's all aid.
Oh, yay!
Oh, well, fuck it. Never mind.
Yay!
I'd like to interfere.
I didn't drown.
Well, I didn't say.
Punch the hippo in the back of the head a couple of times. Go faster!
Please,
Interfere.
interfere.
No, I shan't.
Okay. So this makes Hector 8. You're basically... No, wait. Who just went across? Was it Yeah, it was you, Hector 8. Hector 8! You
Yes.
find yourself on the other side of the river. Life is great.
Great.
Also, your arm hurts.
Ow.
That great life.
Do I have to make a con roll for each one?
Yes.
Quite possibly.
The answer is yes every time. You guys better aid.
Alright, I'm going next.
Ooh. Oh, 8.
Not quite a fail.
Alright, so, can I help?
Roll.
You could, but
Or,
the only way you could change the result is by interfering, and then it would just make it worse. Do you want to make it worse?
not really.
Okay.
Not when
Yes.
I'm the one on her back.
Let's just awesome. No! What happened to Woo?
Okay, bye, Woo.
Woo drowned. Okay.
Sorry, I gotta be right back real quick.
Okay.
Woo drowned. Roll a new character.
You stumble, hesitate, or flinch. Oh my. Huh. Shit, I should have thought about this. What could possibly
This
go
would
wrong?
be this would be a good case for having that rope across the top, so that when I drown, she can just hang onto the rope on top.
And then... do what exactly? Oh, you're not drowning.
Dexterity.
Just getting pushed away by the water. And you will find...
Say,
that, you will find that your gear is... you know, getting quite wet. And should you have anything in your gear that requires your gear to be, you know, dry, like anything that will produce fire, you will find that it will not work for the foreseeable future because it is not dry.
This is my gear or her gear?
Yes.
Okay.
But I get her
Okay.
across.
But you get across. Mostly unharmed. Just, you know, wet. From top to bottom. Try not to catch a cold. Alright. Dash.
Okay, so I guess it's my turn to get across. I'm just going to try to shimmy across the rope.
Okay, do you not want to take the hippo ride?
Well, I'm sure Merigold's getting kind of tired by now, and you know we're pressing luck with that. So, Merigold, just be on standby just in case I fall and drowned.
You got it.
Retrieve my corpse.
Mostly just my
Retrieve
valuables.
me!
I jump in to retrieve Dash.
So, this is how I picture it. You're basically standing on the other side of the river and you're just like, "Pfft, please, I could just jump on this rope and dance across the river. I mean, seriously, how hard can it be? What you probably didn't think about is, you know, it is raining and,
Water is wet.
and sometimes also slippery. Speaking of slippery and wet, water being wet, you'll find there's much more water in the river than on the rope. Very shortly after you actually, you know, slip and fall into the waters. The current is, you know, trying to push you under.
I
What
attempt
do
to
you
rescue
do?
him.
Oh, how would you like to do this? You basically see Dash being pushed down the river.
Swim after him.
And then...
Get under him and lift him up, so that he's riding me.
you gotta
And not
underhand
drowning.
lift him up. Ooh, oh, magnificent. Huh,
Oh god.
Yeah, keep going.
Dash. What are you
Hey,
doing?
I'm liking this already.
Are you doing anything in this particular case?
Aside from flailing for my life and trying to get to the surface, can I aid?
I
I
suppose
mean,
so.
she's trying to aid me right now.
I mean, you could try to make it easier for her somehow. If you can describe how you're gonna make it easier for her, then I guess you can do that.
Okay, so let's see here now. As I'm thrashing about in the water, I notice a hippo sailing down the river at like top speed, you know, with
Top hippo
fishtails,
speed.
with fishtails flying out from behind it as it looks basically like a speedboat coming at me with a hippo face. And then I notice it between the times where my head goes under the water and pops back up, I notice that the hippo goes boom like that under the water. So I'm assuming that Merigold is either coming to drown me because she found out something else, or that
New bond.
new bond, or she's coming to rescue me. So I try to reposition my body so that I'm face downstream, and the body is as flat as possible to make as much surface area as possible. So when she comes up, I'm
Glenn is alone
not
with
like
the
in
grimoire.
a awkward
I
position.
stab it! Wait! I
But you can grab
backstab
the
it!
rope.
Good call.
It's on
You
the
can't
hippo.
backstab it. You can't sneak
the
attack
rope
an
is
inanimate
tied.
object.
Why not?
No,
It's
no, I
prone.
lashed a
It
rope
doesn't
around
have a
the hippo.
discernible anatomy.
Didn't take
It's
the
got a
you didn't take the
spine,
lash off.
doesn't it?
There were 2 ropes.
All right, so I'm assuming that I need to roll dexterity, correct?
No, you would
Try to
aid or interfere. This is... You would roll your number
shit.
of bonds with Merigold.
Let's
Thank you,
see.
Andre, for the
That
host.
picture's awesome.
I believe I have 1 bond with Merigold, and she has 1 with me.
Yes.
Am I correct? I don't remember that right off. Hold on.
You
Correct.
only roll the number of bonds you have with the character you're trying to aid or interfere with.
Okay, and that's a
The 1.
D6,
I
correct?
think. I can actually just... Let's go all over here. Boop.
Should be D10.
Yay!
And
Okay,
hang on.
so I have 1 bond with Merigold.
It
Yes.
should be 1D10 plus 1, right?
Knows incriminating details. We should also probably eventually figure out what these details would be. Like, you know, right now would be a good moment because your life is in her hands.
Well, that's
Also,
okay, because
you're basically
Spirits
using the
told
bond.
her of a great danger that follows me. That great danger could be a speedboat hippo.
And what are the incriminating details?
Well, I...
Dash is super susceptible to drowning.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Never told
He likes-
anyone.
What we don't really, advertise much as Dash is an avid rock collector. So all day long, he walks around and puts rocks in his pockets.
It's not that I collect it, it's kind of just a way to kind of control my kleptomania. Because, you know, it's like I'm walking around in nature, I see a rock, it might be valuable, I pick it up, I put it in my pocket.
How is this incriminating?
I was just going with what Brooklyn was saying.
Yeah.
Well, one time he stole somebody else's rocks.
Well, okay, a few
He
Stole the
times...
wrong rocks from somebody. Or,
A few times I may have taken, you know, these rocks that were a little shiny, like diamonds, and may have been in a necklace. They
I was
may have
guessing
been
I
on
caught
somebody.
something with your guys' con.
So what you're saying
Prob-
is...
yeah, probably.
What you're saying is your backpack is full of rocks, most of which are probably
While
heavy.
you're in the water.
Some are shiny, but most of them don't float. No,
In order
but the
to
very
keep
tiny
him
rocks
from-
do.
How's this? In order to keep Dash, in order to keep from stealing from your friends, because you have this major kleptomania problem, you know, being a thief and whatnot, or rogue,
I don't know what you're talking about.
instead of, you know, stealing from your friends and all of, you know, your cohorts here, you take them to picking up rocks.
So are
'Cause
you saying
have-
that I steal
you
from
have to
nature?
get things. You're like
You-
compulsed to grab things and stick it in your pocket. So
You really
you've
think
been
that
grabbing
stealing
rocks.
from nature is going to help me when a druid's trying to save me?
All I can
Well,
think
definitely
about
not
is
if
your
your
bags are
backpack's
full of
full of
rocks.
Yes,
And you're sinking.
yes. I do have a pack on me that is full
Hang
of
on.
rocks.
Let's backtrack a second. Are you sure you want to stick with you like to steal rocks?
No.
Okay, let's begin there.
The,
What are the incriminating details?
The incriminating details that Merigold knows about me is that, in all honesty, without completely out of character right now, the incriminating details that Merigold knows about me is that I was pickpocketing some people, and I kind of stole some high-end jewelry from a priest. It was like a ceremonial necklace kind of thing, and had some value to it, and I saw the monetary value instead of the religious value, and I kind of took it.
Okay, I have more
And she
questions.
saw me. Yes.
Who knows about this? Are those items marked anyhow? In any shape, way, or form? And where are they right now?
She knows about it. Unfortunately, I've already fenced it. She has promised not to turn me in as long as I find it and get it back to the rightful owners.
Okay. Good. Now, your aid or interfere roll, please.
1d10 plus 1?
Yes.
Is that correct? Alright. I'm not helpful at all! Yeah! Instead of sprawling out to create as much surface area as possible,
He kicked me in the face.
You're just
I
freaking-
form a cannonball.
Let's actually
Sinks
see.
faster.
Just
Oh.
picture you going, no, you can't take my soul, it's mine.
These are my rocks!
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna miss Dash.
He was such a great character.
If he lives through this, he's going to have such a case of the flu. I'm just saying.
Oh, he will. Why do I never have the page ready when I need it?
Back in the day in the circus, where you would see the seal bounce the ball on its nose. For some reason, whenever I was flying down the river, and I caught a glimpse of a hippo doing a dive under the water, that was the only thing I could think of, and I just kind of tightened up into a ball. I'm thinking, she's going to knock me out of the water. I need to be in ball shape.
Let's do Merigold's roll next and see if this can be saved in any shape or form. Or if this was the last we ever saw of Dash. Okay. Merigold,
Yes.
would you like to do the honors? I think it is a defy danger. I will even let you pick this stat.
Oh, damn it.
No.
You stumble, hesitate, or flinch. Hey.
I was trying to swim faster.
Okay, so basically we've got one absolute fail, we've got one success at great cost. So Dash, do you remember
Yes.
your equipment? Like, all of it?
What equipment?
All your
Exactly.
rocks. Oh no! No.
Hopefully he
The
doesn't
elven-
have any of the gems,
The
crystals.
elven gun thingy.
Yeah, I think I do
I
have
have
the
a
elven
note.
gun thingy. Yep.
I have a note here that you were carrying it last.
Yep.
I gave it to you.
Well,
That sucks.
Oh well. So now,
Oh well.
this is my backpack, not my armor, or my backpack, my armor, and everything.
He comes back
Weapons.
up naked.
I would have gone with everything, but let's see. I would like to keep one thing. Your choice.
Okay, and we're talking armor and everything.
Of all the things you own, pick one.
I will keep my leather armor.
but
Okay.
not that elven gun, huh?
Well, the leather armor is a +2. It's highly valuable.
But
I
Hold
just
on.
I want to see him explain how he has something out of his bag, but he's completely naked. He comes back up.
The thing is, if you're underwater and about to
Maybe it would've
drown,
helped.
and your clothes are pulling you even further, you might want to get rid of it. Just to be able to keep afloat.
I thought it was just going to be like one of those 80s plot lines, like the cars hit so hard that our clothes flew off.
Okay, DLC. You tried, but still, not
Back at the
perfect.
wrong
I'm
time.
done.
Okay.
There.
You basically got... Well, you at least got your armor. How you managed to swim in it beats me. But you had to get rid of all the other stuff.
Well, it's just leather armor. I mean, I dropped my backpack. Like,
Yeah,
I got caught
and
in
you-
an undertow. I got caught in an eddy, and it was pulling me down, and my backpack got caught. So I had to ditch my backpack and get up.
It's true. And now your fancy rocket collection is also gone. That you probably have in an alternative universe. Okay. Wonderful. You see a happy hippo emerging underneath you, pulling you back to the land of the not so dangerously endangered. What? Rain, please. At least try.
I'd like to start a fire on our bank to help dry people as they come up.
Okay. How? Your gear's wet, by the way.
Using my smolder, I'm gonna tear off some flammable material. Some, I don't know, scrap of clothes or something.
I would hand you the extra set of beggar's clothes that I had, but
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of not here.
And
I would
and-
also
and
give you
trees
clothes.
And, yeah, so I want to cast smolder on it and burn it.
Take my loincloth.
Hector, Hector, do you want to give her a hand? Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all evening.
You can have it. It'll burn. No, I have plans for this arm.
Okay. Okay. So Dash, you
require a
eventually
low
emerge on
tide,
the other
or-
side. Slightly, you know, downstream, but still. You can just walk back to the campfire that is being made for you. Now, who's left? Kazmin! You will find
Yes,
yourself
sir.
on the wrong side of the river.
Okay, so was the rope set up from one side to the other?
There's a rope set up from one side to the other, and there's also a happy hippo who is currently busy, you know, saving death.
Attempting.
You can wait for a
Okay.
hippo, or you can do thrilling acrobatics on the rope. Your call.
Fair warning, the rope is wet.
Okay. Well, I would hope so in the rain, but yeah, I'm going to jump up to grab the rope and then hook my legs around the rope as well and do the I can't
Spider
motion
crawl.
without the push to talk. That, well, yeah, I know that looked highly inappropriate. Towel, yeah. Okay.
So you're gonna have.
Why do you
have
gotta go there with
Who's
that? I
standing
was laughing
behind
at
you,
the
bro?
action.
You're gonna just
Okay.
move from one end to the other.
Yep.
Would you like to defy the danger of falling down into the cold and wet water, like some of your predecessors did?
I would, but I would like to ask, does my size factor in with, like weight, for instance, and trying to care?
I don't think size matters in any shape or form.
Okay. Alright, so here I go.
I'm gonna pace him in case he falls in.
In which I do.
Well, this escalated quickly. So,
Here, everybody thought I was going to be the one that died.
Me too.
Merigold,
I was like,
Yep.
Merigold, just as you rescued Dash, you can already hear the next person falling to the water, and then trying to scream for help. You can only guess it's Kazmin because, you know, everyone else is on the other side already. How would you two like to, you know, get out of this situation?
I'm gonna dive back in the water and try to save Kazmin.
I
With
should probably-
hopefully more
I should
success
probably-
than Dash.
You should probably rename the episode to, I don't know, Baywatch or something.
Why am I just picturing the hippo in like a full body suit now?
oh, this is like, I don't know, MissNerdyMe or Merigold episode right here.
Sorry.
Druids,
I broke Manny.
Druids.
I'm
Okay.
gonna do strength or con.
Hang on, Kazmin, would you like to aid or interfere?
I would love to aid.
How many bonds do I have? I think one.
Yeah, we've got a bond.
There we go. Yes. I
Yay.
do have a bond. Yep.
That
And
is not
that was
the appropriate roll. You would roll plus your number of bonds.
Oh.
So, what, a D10 plus 1?
Yes.
Okay. There we
Yay.
go.
Ooh.
I will allow it. Now, Merigold. You know the drill. Also add +1 from, you know, Kazmin actually doing what he's supposed to do in a, you know, life-saving situation.
So do the same thing.
And add +1, yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
The hippo drowned.
Help, help, I don't do water anymore.
You know, you've been doing this for so long, Merigold.
I just
Becoming
got tired.
tiresome and, you know, sort of feel like your hippo form is starting to fade for some reason. Because you're probably, you know, you pushed yourself too far, basically. The form is slowly drifting away. So you will find that you're now stuck in a human form, who is probably not as capable of swimming as a hippo would be, because you would never ever swim. Have you actually ever learned to swim?
I hope so.
I don't know, I mean,
Yes.
you could have just always transformed, or, you know, just basically always become a fish or hippo.
I'm gonna say I know how to swim.
How well of a swimmer are you?
Probably not that good, because I can turn into a fish or a hippo.
Okay. So,
Growing up on the River Delta, it's only natural that they know how to swim.
well, if you're a druid who can shapeshift into any kind of animal, like, you know, a fish or a hippo, you might actually just, you know, sort of let yourself go and just take the easy way. Instead of, you know, swimming in your human form. Just saying. Okay. So, how are we gonna kill you?
Merigold, if you manage to get down to my pack, just bring it back up with you.
There's some rocks.
As my last action, I'll just throw the pack up.
Remember me! And here's your stuff!
Basically.
Wait.
Oh, I'm waiting.
Can
Going-
I save her?
How?
You can extend me a hand.
I'm gonna jump in and go after her. Arguably, I'm the strongest person here.
Are you running to the river in slow motion?
Boom.
Actually, it's more like
Some Hector stand in the darkness.
Okay.
Every time I move
Please
my
do.
right arm.
Do whatever it is you want to do.
I want to power through the stream. I want to save her.
Okay, you power through.
Yeah.
By the way, Brooklyn, just see Hector 8 immediately run away from the campfire and jump into the water again. For some reason.
Can,
Are we-
can I? I'm assuming that I also am watching everything that's going on, and I see this happen.
Probably.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I really don't have much that I can help with. My bow is entirely pretty much for looks, isn't it? I've never really shot an arrow.
Aid me.
Oh yeah. I could aid you.
How?
So that's the whole thing. Is
How would you like to aid Hector 8 jumping into the water and powering through it?
Encouragement.
Throw me a rope.
Push.
I was gonna say I could throw a rope, but I was thinking about tying a rope to my bow and trying to shoot it farther ahead of them.
Shoot your bow?
Not to my bow, to an arrow or something.
Don't carry arrows.
That's
Do
the
you?
whole thing. That's what I was just like. I can't do that. I have a bow and it's useless. I can shout and go Hector and cheer you on and hope that gives you the power you need to do it.
But if you're gonna do it,
I'm
I
a
would.
halfling. I'm all the way up here and I don't have a real bow.
Okay.
I can't think of how I would be of help.
Well, I also can't think how you would be of help. So I'm asking. So by the power of being cheered on, Hector 8.
Manny, am
Might-
I able to assist? Am I able to go after Merigold as well?
You know you all can't drown trying to save me.
No,
Sure.
Find a way to aid me, and then you can roll for the aid. All I need is 1 point. All I need is one of you assholes to cheer me on the right way.
All right, I'm cheering. How do I? What do I roll?
Am I still close enough that if they were to undo one side of the taut rope that went across, that it would float down to me?
I don't think so, actually.
Okay.
What if I run along the shore while
how do I
Hector is
roll?
in the water
Flash.
and try
Flash.
to navigate him to where it is?
Hang on. Let's observe this roll first. Because I didn't even pay attention to the question, I'm sorry.
I'm asking how I roll.
Slash roll,
Slash roll.
1d10 plus 1.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Okay,
Go, Hector. Go, go, go. Oh, yeah.
then
Oh, yeah.
then Brooklyn starts to whistle the theme of Baywatch.
No.
Okay. With newfound strength, and he manages to ignore the pain in his arm for a second. Swim after Merigold and Kazmin, who are still, tumbling down the water and being close to death, or at least close to meeting death. Hector 8 manages to, catch them in time and pull them to the side, to where the current is not as strong as it would be where they currently are. They may be able to recover. Also, you guys are probably now slightly more downstream than in Brooklyn. Just chilling by the campfire, on her own, singing the tune of Baywatch.
Where Hector got the full body bikini, we will never know.
It just manifested. It is a secret ability of barbarians.
It's a future thing. In the future, I can just summon a red full body bikini. Fine.
Question time, Hector 8.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I always keep forgetting. I should ask you questions about your homeland at the beginning of the session. Let's talk about your homeland for a second. How do the people of your tribe or your culture or whatever it is, how you organize yourselves, view water? Is it something holy and important, or is it, a death bringer?
Water is a great equalizer to my people. Water gives life and takes it away. It allows us to drink in and be healthy, but also extinguishes our fires, which keep us dry and safe. It's kind of like a middle ground. It's an unrelenting god to our type people.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
So I'm marking the shit out of that XP, Manny.
What XP?
The XP that I get when you ask me that.
No, you don't get any, do you?
I do.
Ow!
If I answer the questions, mark XP.
Damn it! It's okay, I took your arm. I still win. It's a long game. It's a long con.
Let's be fair, I offered it. I just said I'll...
Well, technically,
For fun.
I should ask you something about your homeland, why you left, or what you left behind. Yeah, sure, okay. I will allow it. Do you have a special relationship with water? Are you from a water tribe or something?
Do I have a special relationship with water?
Yes.
No, sort of. When I was a child, I almost drowned. And so I spent a good amount of time learning how to power through currents, such like this one, learning how to use my own strength against the water, against the unrelenting water. And that's what helped me save the two of them.
Okay, good point. Mark your XP. And I think someone wanted to take 5, so let's take 5. And knowing, whenever people say, let's take 5, it's gonna take 10 minutes. Let's take 5 and meet again in 10 minutes. Okay.
It's a baby!
Baby hype!
AFK for baby!